Reds, Dodgers, Paul Wilson looking to stay unbeaten at 4-0, and he got some help, as pitchers usually do. The good ones, 2-0 Reds. Adrian Beltre on the ground to Barry Larkin. Larkin, I'll tell you, Larkin is youthful. I'm telling you, he's having a great year.
Youthful?
I don't have his stats in front of me, but he's having a good year. But he's great.
All right.
Well, at least he's not 65. Meanwhile, Wilson is kicking some serious butt. Beltre snaps a 16-game hit streak. Wilson gets Alex Cora, who is 0 for 3. 2 out. And then Wilson fans, Olmedo signs. Time for more information because we're talking about Danny Graves right now. Tied for the Major League lead with 14 saves this year. Bottom 9, last chance for the Dodgers, but, Robin Ventura's got to face Graves, and he won't win that battle. Graves, career save number 146 with Cincinnati. He's got 15 saves this year and a 2-1 victory for Cincy.
Best record in the National League belongs to the Dodgers hosting the Reds. Los Angeles has lost 2 straight. They lost the series opener 2-1. Paul LaDuca bottom 6. Ryan Friel giving chase to that, and he goes head first in the stands. Friel would be okay, but the young lady in the front row right there, not so fortunate. And we take another look, and you can see why, because the knee goes right there, jaw shoulder area, and she'd be helped out of the park. Top 8. Speaking about out of the park, Junior Griffey, 2-run shot. He's now 2 behind Fred McGriff for 21st on the all-time list. That's a top play nominee. 489 career for Griffey, 4-0. Bottom 9, LaDuca, Major League's leading hitter against Danny Graves, Major League's leading save man. Reds win it, 4-0.
I'm Harvey Smilovitz. Tonight, we celebrate Marty and Joe's final season together by looking back at their favorite calls from the past 30 seasons. Marshall Harris goes one-on-one with Indy 500 pole sitter Buddy Rice, plus the rest of the day in sports and the plays of the week. But let's begin on the diamond. With the National League's top hitter Sean Casey on the bench for all 3 games, the Reds managed just 12 runs in the 3-game set against the Dodgers. But with excellent starting pitching and solid defense, the team had a shot for their first sweep of the season. Bases loaded in the first for Adam Dunn. He goes opposite way off Jeff Weaver and hits it better than he thought. It nearly goes out for a grand slam. Instead, it short hops the wall. Good for a 2-run double. Dunn with his first 3-hit game of the year. And he would score when Tim Hummel singles the center field. The Reds are up 4-0 after just 1 inning. Now the Dodgers get one back in the 4th off Aaron Harang. David Ross deep to right, and this is gone. Solo shot makes it 4-1, but Harang rebounds. Gets Milton Bradley observing. Harang 6 2/3, 6 hits, 2 runs, now 4-1 this season. Ryan Friel crushes the offering to left field. Jason Grabowski going all out, doesn't hit the break soon enough. Face first into the fence. Ow, that hurts. Now Friel motors around for his league-leading 5th triple. He would reach base all 5 times he gets up. Now, bottom of the 7th. Phil Norton brought on to face Jose Hernandez, and his second pitch taken for a joyride. 2-run pitch hit homer. That goes out to left, and it's 4-3. Tying run on first and second. Bradley sends the short fly down the right field line. Friel and D'Angelo Jimenez converge, and it's Jimenez with the tough grab. Reds still lead. Top 8 now. Runners on first and second. Guillermo Mota uncorks a wild one. Friel to second. Juan Castro to third, and that would be key. Instead of loading the bases for Dunn, the Dodgers pitch to Junior, and Griffey comes up clutch. Singles to right center. Both runs score. That's insurance, making it 6-3. Danny Graves finishes it off, tying the Reds' record for saves with 148, and your final score is 6-3.
That is quite an honor. It's kind of hard to think about that because John Franco's got over 400 saves, but it's definitely an honor to be announced in the same sentence as John Franco. And there's still some work to be done, but I guess it's going to set in later that I've tied him.
Now inside the numbers, it's easy to see why the Reds sweep. Great pitching. The Dodgers sport the 5th best batting average in the National League, yet hit just .214. The Reds limit them to 4 runs and 10 extra base hits in 3 games. And the Reds starters record a low whip. Just 1 batter on base an inning. No wonder that ERA is just 1.38. Now tonight, you make the call. When Austin Kearns returns, and that's expected Tuesday to open the 10-game homestand, what should you do with Ryan Friel? Replace Brandon Larson at third base, replace D'Angelo Jimenez at second, or have him come off the bench. Call 345-1212. We want your vote, and we'll have your results a little later in the show. Cubs move into a tie with the Astros for first place in the Central. The Reds are 2 games out. The Cardinals wrap up a 4-2 homestand and are 2.5 back. The Pirates sweep the Giants and are just 4 games out. The legendary team of Marty and Joe celebrate their last year together in the booth. We look back to bring you their 5 favorite calls from the past 30 seasons, as heard on 700 WLW.
The Reds with the traditional opener here before a packed house.
A home run for Robinson. Cincinnati holds the no-hitter.
A grand slam for Lee May.
Back-to-back home runs by Tony Perez and Johnny Bench. And the Reds have won the National League pennant.
Number 52 for George Foster.
Pete is heading toward third, and he's going to be in at first. Seaver has pitched his first Major League no-hitter. Hit number 4192. Tom Browning has pitched a perfect game. World Championship belongs to the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds win it. The Reds win it.
The first inning of the first regular season game I ever did in 1974 when Hank Aaron tied Babe Ruth's home run record.
Dillingham with a pause, the 3-1 pitch. Swung on, long shot, into deep left field. Rose is back, and that ball is gone. A home run. Henry Aaron has just tied Babe Ruth's home run record of 714 with a clout over the 375 marker in left field.
I mean, I'm 3 batters officially in to my Major League broadcasting career.
Crowd is on its feet in mass here at Riverfront Stadium.
I don't really know of any broadcaster that broke in under bigger historic means.
Joe in the 10th inning with Buddy Bates on first base, or Billy Bates, doubled over the bag down the left field line, and Bates scores all the way from first to win that game.
Eckersley checks Bates. He delivers. Oh, Oliver swings and grabs it. Fair down the left field line. Billy Bates has scored. This one belongs to the Reds. Well, how about that?
That was probably the biggest call I had because that's the only World Series I had an opportunity to work, and that was a big thrill.
Joe Oliver bounces one over the bag down the third baseline. Billy Bates scores, and the Reds lead this World Series 2-0.
Everybody knows I'm always rooting, and I don't mind admitting it. I've been, people say you're a front runner, well, I'm not a front runner. I'm a Cincinnati Reds fan.
From the 7th inning on, I mean, my hand actually shook when I tried to keep my scorebook because I realized what the heck was happening. At the same time, I've never been superstitious, so I didn't shy away from telling people. In fact, I think once he got to the 8th inning, I came back out of the break and I said he's 6 outs away from a perfect game.
They are all up and on their feet and rooting individually and collectively for Browning to get one final out. He is ready for the 2-2 to Woodson, and here it comes. And it is swung on and missed. And Tom Browning has pitched a perfect game.
It was a pitching performance unlike anything I'd ever seen because there might have been only one difficult chance among the 27 batters that he retired in a row.
27 outs in a row, and he is being mobbed by his teammates just to the third base side of the mound. A perfect game thrown by Tom Browning on this Friday night, September the 16th, 1988.
Perfect games don't fall out of trees every day. I mean, it's important to me from a selfish standpoint because I was a part of the only perfect game that's ever been pitched in the history of this franchise.
I think it was a full house at Riverfront, and everybody standing and so on and so forth. And
Last at bat?
I believe it was. I believe he came out of the game after that, if I'm not mistaken. And, and it was, as I like to say, a no-doubter off the bat. But everybody just, I had a little tear in my eyes because, that was it for John.
The 0-1. Swung on and hit well to left field. Get out of here, baseball! He scored! Oh, my God! You believe it? Johnny Bench has tied it up!
John really went out and got it, and we had to root a little bit for it, the old get out of here thing. And which we do. We've done a lot over our career.
Amazing! Absolutely amazing! He makes the tour, and I'll tell you what, you can't write anything like that.
No matter how big I thought it was going to be, it was 100 times bigger. And that was the kind of thing that you knew was going to happen. It was just a question of when it was going to happen.
He levels the bat a couple of times. Shao kicks and he fires. Rose swings.
There it is! There it is! Get out! Get out! All right!
Hit number 4192. A line drive single into left center field. A clean base hit. And it is pandemonium here at Riverfront Stadium.
I think the only time that Joe and I have ever worked together that we were selfish enough to admit to ourselves and to admit to each other that we individually wanted the call. And, you know, I had the advantage because I'm doing 6 innings and he's doing 3.
I'm happy that Marty got it, and certainly I would have liked to have the opportunity, but the point is we were both sitting there watching it, and I know that I had my voice in there because I'm yelling, "Get down, get down."
The fireworks exploding overhead. The Cincinnati dugout has emptied. The applause continues unabated. Rose completely encircled by his teammates at first base.
He gets to first base and he breaks down and cries thinking about his dad, and that's totally unlike Pete because Pete would never cry over anything.
And the kind of outpouring of adulation that I don't think you'll ever see an athlete get any more of. Little Pete fighting his way through the crowd and Pete being hoisted on the shoulders of a couple of his teammates.
I was pleased with the call. I think I was able to convey over the radio the kind of emotion and excitement that existed in the ballpark when he broke the record. And I don't believe, however longer I'm around, that I'll have anything of that magnitude again.
Tonight you make the call, now the results. When Austin Kearns returns, what should be done with Ryan Friel? You say start him elsewhere. 47% say third base. 43% say second. We shall see what Dave Miley decides. Thanks if you phoned us tonight.